Have you ever experienced that horrible feeling of waking up and realizing that today or even yesterday was your anniversary and you completely forgot about it, and then you spend the whole day backpedaling to look like you didn't forget? Well, sadly, that's what often happens around Employee Recognition or Appreciation Day. We see somebody post something online and we realize we didn't do anything. So in order to avoid that and make sure that our people feel appreciated and valued on that day, in this video, I'm going to share when Employee Appreciation Day is so you make sure you don't forget it, and give you some simple things that you can do whether you have little or no budget to work with. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm Chris Littlefield. I'm the founder of a company called Beyond Thank You. I've spent 20 plus years training leaders in the art of day-to-day recognition and appreciation, making sure that people feel seen, heard, and valued so they show up and do their best work. Now, although every day we should be doing little things to let people know that we appreciate and value them for who they are and what they contribute, it's also great to have that one day a year where we slow down and we put the whole focus on celebrating the people who make our work possible. So when is Employee Appreciation Day or Employee Recognition Day? Well, it was originally created by Dr. Bob Nelson, who wrote the book 1501 Ways to Reward and Recognize Employees, and it always lands on the first Friday of March. So no matter what year you're watching this, go out to March, look at the first Friday, and that's Employee Appreciation Day. So put it on your calendar, put it on the calendar for the next couple of years, and a great practice is put a reminder for 1 month ahead, maybe 2 weeks ahead, or 1 week ahead to start conversations about what you're going to do this year to be able to celebrate and appreciate your people. So what can you do? Well, many people, they rush in and they focus on what are we going to do for people? What are we going to give them? What are we going to organize? And they many times neglect the most important part of the day, which is the message. What is it that as a manager, I want to communicate to my people, or what is it that we want to communicate as an organization? So start by thinking about what is it I value and appreciate most about my people, and start with the thank you cards. Grab a bunch of thank you cards. You can get these at any store. You can print your own, or you can simply take out some Post-it notes and get present to and write a thank you card or a note of appreciation to your people. And if you're not quite sure what to say, I've got a whole video on exactly what to do. And if you're a senior leader or an HR manager organization, you can send that video out to people, drop some thank you cards on their desk and say, Employee Appreciation Day is the first Friday in March. Start writing these notes to your people. Now, when it comes to writing letters, in the age of AI, I need to give a warning because it is a great tool to write a meaningful message to our people. But the challenge is when we outsource our relationship and our appreciation to AI, people can feel it. If you've ever gotten a standard note, I watched a friend who worked at Walmart and he was posted a letter. He goes, wow, I got this great personalized message from the leadership at Walmart at our store. He was a forklift driver. And then somebody else posted, yeah, I got the same one. And you watched him just get deflated as he realized, wow, they sent this out to everybody, because nobody feels appreciated by a generic message. And so AI may help you figure out what to say, but make sure it's your words, make sure it's your language, and it's something that you feel inside, because if not, people will feel that as well. So what are some of the things that we can do on that day? Well, one is think about just welcoming people. There's one organization I work with that has somebody standing out in front of it every single day welcoming people in. So if you're a senior manager, be out there in the parking lot as people come in, welcoming and saying Happy Employee Appreciation Day. Maybe you have some donuts on a table and some coffee there to welcome them in and just say thank you for doing it. Maybe walk around with a cart. I saw one organization for Employee Appreciation Day had a popsicle cart that they brought around and said, hey, I know this isn't much, and if it's summer, I know it's really hot. Well, March is maybe not the warmest, but go around with a coffee cart, with donuts, with a snack cart and say, hey, we know this isn't much, but we just want to say thank you for the work you do. We couldn't do it without you. And then hand out and have them choose something from the cart. And if you have a little more budget, then organize something for your people. One thing that I've been brought in to do is run an Employee Appreciation Day, where it wasn't just about celebrating people, but they brought in lunch, and then I ran a program about the importance of appreciation and building cultures where people feel appreciated every day. Then we talk about self-care and we joke around it, and the whole day is a celebration that brings people together, gets them present to what they appreciate about the people they work with every day, and then gives them tools to be able to nurture a culture of appreciation every day. But as senior leaders, as managers, the most important thing is take time to let people know how much you value them for who they are, what they contribute, and what it takes to their job each day. And if you're looking for additional ideas, then check out my website, beyondthankyou.com, where you'll find a bunch of different blog posts, articles, ideas, and different simple things that you can do with little or no budget to nurture a culture of appreciation. And lastly, thank you for being the kind of leader who cares to remember when Employee Recognition or Appreciation Day is to do something to let your people know that you value them.